Buckle up because the news cycle is moving fast, and we are hitting the biggest stories of the day right now. First up, we have a massive political earthquake rocking Bengal as the Enforcement Directorate has officially arrested Vinesh Shandal, a co-founder of the influential consulting firm IPAC. This arrest is being viewed as a crushing blow to the Trinamool Congress, or TMC, just as the state gears up for crucial upcoming polls. We are following this developing story closely to see how this shakeup impacts the regional political landscape.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Turning to major headlines out of Punjab, it has been a day of high-stakes investigations and significant political maneuvering. The Enforcement Directorate has launched intense raids at the premises of AAP Member of Parliament Ashok Mittal, a move that the party is already slamming as clear political vendetta. From IAS officer appointments at the federal level to rising heatwave alerts across the state, we have the full breakdown on all the critical updates you need to stay ahead of the curve. Shifting gears to the heartland of America, where thousands of bright young minds are descending upon Ames, Iowa for a massive event. 5,000 students are gathering for the 98th Annual Iowa FFA State Leadership Conference at Iowa State University. Executive Director Scott Johnson is leading the charge as these agricultural education stars prepare for 3 days of intense leadership workshops, career development competitions, and a massive community service effort that aims to pack over 200,000 meals to fight food insecurity. Finally, a controversial new take on the future of our classrooms is sparking a major debate among educators and parents alike. History professor Molly Worthen is sounding the alarm, arguing that our heavy reliance on screens and gamified apps in K-12 education is a massive mistake that is actively hindering student performance. She contends that this tech-first approach is eroding deep thinking and comprehension, urging us to reconsider how we use devices in schools to ensure we are actually teaching kids to learn. Stay informed and keep the conversation going by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and ringing the bell so you never miss an update. Imagine waking up to the blare of air raid sirens, not in a history book, but right now, as the skies over northern Israel are suddenly swarmed by suspected Hezbollah drones crossing from Lebanon. This isn't just another skirmish. It is a massive escalation that has everyone on edge. In the town of Bint Jbeil, the situation has devolved into brutal, close-quarters combat where Israeli forces are finding it incredibly difficult to make any meaningful headway against a deeply entrenched adversary. Hezbollah is showing no signs of backing down, unleashing waves of rockets and drones at both military targets and civilian centers. Their new leader, named Qassem, has made it crystal clear. He is rejecting any U.S.-backed talks, opting instead to double down on the fight. As this conflict grinds on, the fear isn't just about what is happening in Bint Jbeil, but the very real possibility of a wider regional wildfire that could destabilize the entire Middle East for years to come. We are witnessing a pivotal moment where the path to peace seems further away than ever. But while one part of the world burns with geopolitical fire, a very different kind of tension is boiling over in the heart of the tech industry. In a chilling incident that feels ripped from a dystopian thriller, a man from Texas has been charged with attempted murder after allegedly tossing a Molotov cocktail at the San Francisco home of OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. What is even more disturbing is the manifesto he reportedly carried, fueling fears that this wasn't just a random act of violence, but a calculated strike against the rise of artificial intelligence. Investigators are now digging into whether this should be treated as domestic terrorism, especially given that the suspect crossed state lines with clear, incendiary intent. This incident highlights a dark, growing undercurrent of hostility toward AI, a sector once celebrated for progress, now viewed by some as an existential threat. It forces us to ask, as technology moves faster than our social fabric can handle, are we prepared for the volatile consequences of our own innovation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the latest updates on these breaking developments. At the end of the day, whether it is conflict on the front lines or violence on the tech frontier, we are all navigating an increasingly unpredictable world. Ever feel like the world is spinning just a little too fast? Today, April 15th, has been an absolute whirlwind of political maneuvering, administrative shifts, and international tension. Let's break down the headlines that are shaping our day. Starting with the political landscape, the India bloc has made their stance clear. They are gearing up to oppose the delimitation bill in the upcoming special session, though they are throwing their full weight behind the women's reservation bill. Meanwhile, the Enforcement Directorate has turned up the heat on the Aam Aadmi Party, conducting raids at the premises of MP Ashok Mittal, a move the party is already slamming as pure political vendetta. On the administrative front, the bureaucratic machinery is humming with a major shake-up. 48 officers, including 2 high-profile Punjab IAS officers, have been appointed as joint secretaries at the center. It is a massive pivot for the state's leadership team. Things are getting just as complicated on the global stage. Donald Trump is making waves again, claiming a potential war with Iran is close to over, while simultaneously launching fresh, aggressive critiques against both NATO and Pope Leo Roman XIV. As these international power plays unfold, we are also seeing some heartbreaking news closer to home, with a tragic bus accident in Fategar Sahib claiming 8 lives and leaving many others injured. Our thoughts go out to those affected by this senseless tragedy. But that is not all. Farmers in Punjab have announced a rail blockade for April 17th over wheat procurement disputes, and the state government is already scrambling to handle a looming heat wave, setting up specialized stroke units to keep residents safe. From the registration opening for the Amarnath Yatra to Punjab police continuing their crackdown on gangs, it is clear that the status quo is changing by the hour. If you want to stay ahead of these stories, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are committed to cutting through the noise to bring you the facts that matter. As the dust settles on today's news, one has to wonder, in such a volatile climate, is stability even possible, or are we just witnessing the new normal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Imagine 5,000 students descending on Ames, Iowa, with one goal: defining the future of American agriculture. This isn't just a field trip. It's the 98th annual Iowa FFA State Leadership Conference, and it is a massive deal. Kicking off this weekend at Iowa State University's Hilton Coliseum, thousands of young leaders are gathering to sharpen their skills and prepare for careers that go far beyond the farm. Scott Johnson, the executive director of the Iowa FFA, notes that while the event is packed with industry experts and high-level workshops, the secret sauce is who is actually doing the teaching. Let's be honest, teenagers have a way of tuning out their teachers, but put them in front of a fresh, industry-leading guest presenter, and suddenly they are all ears. That change in perspective is exactly what makes this event a turning point for so many kids. It is not just about listening. Though, between the 40 intense competitions, covering everything from cutting-edge biotechnology to the nitty-gritty of farm business management, there is a powerful focus on service. This year, 200 students are teaming up with Meals from the Heartland to package over 220,000 meals. That brings their historical total to nearly 3 million meals provided to those in need. A staggering accomplishment that shows what happens when you combine leadership with a heart for service. With over 2,500 members statewide, the reach of this organization is profound. If you found this update inspiring, smash that like button and subscribe for more stories on how the next generation is shaping our world. After all, the future of our food supply is in good hands, but it's up to us to keep supporting the platforms that empower them. What do you think is the most important skill for a young leader to master today? Let us know in the comments below. Ever wonder if the tablet in your child's backpack is actually a Trojan horse for their education? We spent the last decade rushing to put a screen in front of every student, turning the classroom into a digital playground of games, streaks, and instant rewards. But according to history professor Molly Worthen, this wasn't just a trend, it was a massive mistake. The data is starting to back her up, showing that while classrooms might feel more fun, actual test scores are slipping. The problem is that learning isn't supposed to be a video game. When we gamify everything, we're training students to chase points rather than grasp deep, complex concepts. And let's be honest, screens are the ultimate distraction machines. Research shows that students simply comprehend less when they're reading off a backlit display compared to a physical page. Even worse, These apps often present learning as a series of multiple-choice clicks, tricking students into thinking that every hard question has one perfect answer. So, what happens when they hit a real-world problem with no clear solution? They panic. They haven't been taught how to sit with the frustration, the struggle, and the slow, messy process that real mastery requires. This is especially damaging for neurodivergent learners who are being forced into a rigid, algorithmic box. Worthen isn't calling for a return to the dark ages, but she is calling for a major reset. We need to stop treating technology as the teacher and start using it as the limited tool it was meant to be. If we want the next generation to actually think rather than just tap, we need to bring the books back to the center of the desk. What do you think? Are screens hurting our kids, or are we just resisting the inevitable future? Let us know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives. Remember, the goal of education isn't to get the highest score in the app, it's to master the world around you.